Budweiser, the king of beers. Budweiser is an American alcoholic drink that was launched in Nigeria 2018 April, and it was launched across major cities with promotional items, billboards, and on social media spaces also. So like every other brand, if the brand is mentioned and you're told, okay, so what comes to your mind when this brand is mentioned, we always say we can remember the logo. But for an alcoholic drink like Budweiser, we can remember how the bottle looks like, the brownish color of the bottle with the red team labels. And also for some people, they could be able to recollect how the logo actually looks like. But for a lot of brands, the reason why they stay strong in our minds is beyond how the logo looks like. It's because of the consistent use of the brand assets across all boards, on websites, on offline ads, on online ads, and the like. So we can recollect how brands look like because we have seen them in our eyes again and again. We have seen them before us again and again. So for Budweiser, for example, as a global brand that it is, there is a constant use of some assets. There is the constant use of the typeface, of the color, of the bow tie shape, and choice of imagery. That's for Budweiser. Other brands have the patterns, the illustrations, and the iconography and some other things. But for the example that we're discussing today, which is Budweiser, there is the consistent use of, first, the typeface. So the Budweiser logo is written in a script typeface, and we see, that's consistent across board. So if anytime you see the logo, you're seeing it the way it is. That's the Budweiser script in a bow tie shape. And also, apart from the script which is used in the logo, there is a dominant typeface for the brand, which is the sans serif, the bold sans serif typeface. Looks like Bebas and some other typefaces that are bold and slim and strong. So there's this constant use of the bold sans serif across their materials, and it carries the major information and also the subsidiary information on those creatives. If you check the Budweiser Nigeria website, for instance, you'd see this typeface strongly represented on the website. So what this is telling us is that no matter the medium, no matter where we interact with this brand, there is something that stays the same. So even if it's on the phone, if it's on the screen, if it's on the TV, if it's on YouTube, there is something consistent. So for Budweiser, the typeface is one strong part of the type of their identity. And there is also a typeface used on their website, which carries body type on the website, which is a Gothic like sans serif. So after the typeface, we talk about the color. So the Budweiser color is predominantly red. We see this red color on the labels of the beer and also on their creatives. When I say creatives, I mean across board, the still, the motion, and the digital. So we have the red color used predominantly, and with white and black. White and black are neutral colors, so most brands still use white and maybe black. But for Budweiser, there is a predominant red and a white color, and then black is used sparingly. So you hardly see a Budweiser design without the red color. You hardly see a Budweiser design without the red feel. Either it's used as a filter on images or it's used as a solid red color. Then the bow tie shape. This is the most recognizable part of Budweiser's identity, and they use it so generously. They use it again and again, and they've owned it. So if you likely see a bow tie on your friend's attire, you're thinking of Budweiser. That's the idea. And the bow tie speaks of royalty. It speaks of class, and this is evident in a line from their brand statement which says it is brewed on its own terms for people who live on their own terms. So it's talking of freedom, talking of royalty, talking of being yourself, being comfortable in your own skin. So this bow tie shape is used across board. We see it used as a ring. The shape is used as a ring, and then the images it surrounds the images. It's also used as a solid shape that carries important information on the designs, and it's also used as is used to form separate shapes. So you see a shape on the design, and then you see that this is a part This is represented part of that bow tie. So this is used again and again. So you hardly see a Budweiser creative without a bow tie. So this one drives home. This one reminds you of the logo, which has the bow tie being represented visibly, and also reminds you of what that bow tie stands for, which is class, royalty, being yourself. You understand? So we have the typeface we spoke about. We have the color and the bow tie shape. Now, lastly, is the imagery, the choice of imagery. I spoke about the brand ethos of Budweiser being around being comfortable in your own skin, being around royalty, and these particular values influence the choice of imagery, influence the choice of models, the choice of ambassadors, the choice of celebrities that they use for their promotional videos and ads. So you see people like DJ Consequence, like Tenny, like Ladipo as the face of the Budweiser brand, and this is telling us that these are not the normal celebrities you see out there. These are celebrities, but they are unusual, maybe in the style of dressing, style of music, style of approach to their art. So essentially, the Budweiser brand is a strong one. For me, it's one of the strongest in the country since its launch, and it's because of the consistent use of these brand materials, these brand assets, the bow tie shape, which is the most recognizable, the colors, the typeface, and these assets are used very well across all mediums, the online, the offline, website and digital. So we can say that the reason why these big brands, Budweiser for an example, can do things right, can do things consistently, is because they have the budget, they have the capital to do it. But looking at it deeply, they didn't get here today. They've been like this for a while. So as branding is concerned, you don't grow big to start doing things right. You do things right on your way to growing big, and part of what makes you big eventually is the painstaking approach, the constant approach to telling your stories across board. Thank you.